Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I think today is the last class for this semester for this computer communication class. So just we will see the small topics. That is the last the topic in the module 7. Then after that we will discuss what are the points, the topics should be concentrate for the facts. So we'll discuss with the module wise. Last class, we have seen about the DNS server, then as the simple mail transfer protocol. Suppose if you want to transmit the mail from one domain to another domain, what are all the different the process required we have seen. Then we have seen about fully qualified domain name, then partially qualified domain name with an example. Then we have seen about that various other internet domains, that is the country domain, generic domain, those domains. So these things is necessary. You will get definitely one questions from that last class. If you're concentrating on, you will get the question from that last class part figures. Similarly, today we will see about World Wide Web, then HTTP, and then also FTP. That is only 3 topics pending in module 7. These all are very, very simple. I think within 15-20 minutes we can be able to complete that. FTP, I think you had idea about FTP. It is nothing but the file transfer protocol. Suppose if you are connecting in a single network, so if you want to share your file, so using this that the server address, FTP address, then you can be able to uh, share your file. You can be able to access your file using that FTP server address. So this is about file transfer protocol. Nowadays, we are not using anything. Simply, we are using either we are using mail to access that. We are using IP address to access that. But this is very the simple FTP. And now mostly we are not using FTP for file sharing. We are using we are having many the file sharing software is there. Mostly we are not using FTP, but you should know about what is that. So the FTP, it is file transfer. Suppose you're transferring file from one computer to another. You are transferring from one computer to another. It is the most expert task in the network. In the networking, without using any the email, without using attachment. If you're knowing that FTP address, I think you can be able to share the respective file from one system to another system, which is connected through intranet. This is intranet. It is connected to intranet. So this FTP uses services of TCP because it directly involves the port address. It uses service of TCP, that is TCP. It uses 2 TCP connections. One is nothing but control connection. Next is the data connections. Because to establish connection between maybe one system to another system using the FTP protocol, first you have to establish command. Then you have to respond with the data. So the port, the 21, it is well-known port ID because already we have seen that 0 to 1023, it is a well-known port ID that is used by the respective the server. So the 21, it is used for a control connection of FTP. 20, it is used for a data connection of STP. We see here, suppose this is client, this is server. I want to access some file which is there in the server. So I need the 2 things. One is nothing but control connection. We establish connection between the client to server. Once the connection is established, then using data connection, I am going to share the information, share the file. I can share file or folder or anything I can share between the 2 systems. So here, because it uses port ID, so it uses TCP/IP protocol to access to share the file using the FTP protocol. So all these things, it is taken care by ASCII control connections because all the code we are using ASCII code for the control connection. So for the data connections, once the connection is established, then automatically it share the file type or data structure, which type of transmission mode. All these things it is defined by the client for the respective the transfer of the data. For example, suppose if you are typing this in a DOS mode, if you are typing this FTP internet.net, it will connect to internet.net. Now the server is ready. Now, if you are giving that 331, it is the guest login. It is sending as the guest as the password. Now, once you are doing this automatically, that, all the connection is established. Now we are transmitting all the connections, all the file, then it is closed. Then we are giving us goodbye as 221 as the command prompt, then it is fine. This is in terms of the DAS prompt. Suppose if you are accessing using DAS, I think this you can use. Or if you are using normal thing, this is FTP double colon for 152.10.15.2. This is nothing but the local the server address. So directly, if you want to use file sharing options, you can type this in a folder. Then you can give the enter. It will ask the respective password. If you are entering the password, it will connect to the respective system. Then you can be able to access. This is directly using that using the folder options. This is using DAS options. But nowadays the people, they are not using FTP. This is due to web based. Now we are going for web based. Suppose if you want to share, always we are sharing all the informations in maybe in a Google Drive or in maybe a cloud server. Then we are able to access from the cloud server instead of going for sharing through the respective the between the systems. So due to this, nowadays, that FTP usage, it is very, very less. It is very, very minimal using that FTP for the file transfer protocol. This is about the FTP. It is the very, very simple concept. Next, we'll go for World Wide Web, then HTTP. From these, you may get the questions for the fact from either HTTP or the web-based. You will get the questions for the fact. Can you able to see this slide? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So www, I think this you are aware of. This is World Wide Web. So this is nothing but it is a distributed client server service in which the client using browser can access service using the server. Suppose I want to access our VIT server, so I can type www.vit.ac.in. If from the client, from my system, suppose if I am typing that, so through browser, automatically, it will connect to our that VIT AC.in server. Then I can be able to see all those the informations which is available there in using www. So for example, so client. So simultaneously, I can access the more website. So so first I'm sending request to the site. Now the site is responding with the web page. Parallelly, simultaneously, I can also access respective the site B using request. For example, I am accessing www.vit.ac.in. So meanwhile, suppose I want access maybe some other website, suppose annauniv.edu, that is Anna University. So if I'm typing this one, it will go to respective site, then it will get a web page. If I'm typing this, time parallelly, it will go to the next one, then it will get the access of the second site. This is general architecture. So I can be able to access simultaneously, parallelly, a number of the website using the single browser. So in the browsers, if you see this, all these things will be controlled by HTML, JavaScript, Java. This is, hypertext markup language, which is used to access website, or you can use JavaScript, or you can use Java as an interpreter. If I'm typing something, I'm typing something, so using this interpreter. So these are the interpreter which will convert our browser data into the accessible data by the server. So it will using this interpreter will convert the respective site into the accessible by the server. Then it will go there. Then it will again it access. It will convert again to original portions. It can be able to access from our the browser or browser. So this is the normal thing. HTTP or HTTPS or FTP. Suppose if I'm going for World Wide Web, then this is nothing but www. If you see here, know that our VTOP, so it is only for that our access people. So see here, it is there the HTTP dot vid, that is VTOP. It will come like that. So depending upon the type of applications, either it can be used HTTP or HTTPS or FTP. Then it will give that respective the host /host, then port and the respective path. So this is that way of typing URL. So the cookies, this is, we used to see that many cookies, if you are browsing, even if you are seeing the browsing history, many cookies will be there. So the cookies, it is needed for extending functionalities of the web. Suppose, if I'm accessing some other web page, and after a long time, again, if I'm typing that, so automatically that, it will recall that the past data as the cookies of the client. So when a server receives the request from the client, so it stores information about the client in a file. Suppose, if server receives the request, I'm typing something to access the server, it will automatically, the store, what are the informations I'm going to access, it will store as the cookies for my, the respective, the IP. Suppose if I'm using any of the system through browser, so automatically it will use that IP to store it. If anything, if I'm accessing from the same IP, automatically based on the past experience of the client, it will it will give a lot of the things easily to access us. It prompt many things to us for an easy access, easy access. So the web documents, it can be static, dynamic, or active, depending upon the time at which the contents of the document are determined. Static means, I think you cannot able to change any document on the static. It is the what. The dynamic, so we can be able to update the few things. So active, depending upon the which type of device we are using, automatically that web document will adjust all those display within that the website. That is nothing but the active website. Static website, it is all the content, it is static. So even if you are accessing maybe today or tomorrow or after 5 days, 10 days, also content will be same. The dynamic, so the content will vary. Suppose, for example, if you take our that university website, so we used to update all the events, all these things. It is a combination of static and dynamic website, because we are updating all those events, the announcement, all these things we are updating regularly. That is dynamic page. Remaining are static page. Then active, so depending upon type of device used, it will adjust automatically about the web. Then that website is called as active. So the static document, it send a request. Suppose I want to access anything, it send a request to the server. Then the server will respond with the HTML, hypertext markup language, which is used to access all the information from the server to the client. It will send that, so we can be able to see all those things in our the browser. The dynamic, the same thing. So it is having dynamic program. It will, if you are accessing, if you are sending request, it will share the dynamic HTML document. So I think this. So the dynamic documents are sometimes referred to as server-side the dynamic documents. So HTTP, it is nothing but hypertext transfer protocol. It is a protocol used mainly to access the data on the World Wide Web. So the World Wide Web, it is nothing but the respective server to access anything data in a www World Wide Web. So the protocol, it is nothing but HTTP protocol. So even here, that HTTP protocol, as per well-known, it is uses in a TCP, it uses the port number 80. If you are sending any HTTP transaction from client to server, it will send the request, then it will receive the response from the server. So if you see here, the request message, always it contain a request line, then header, then one blank line, then it will send the respective the body text. Similarly, in the response also the same thing. Only in a body it will present the response message depending upon the request message from the client. So header format, if you see that header name, then colon, then header value. So that's all about HTTP, then www, then FTP. So I think you have completed all those the TCP, the protocol, that is application, the layers you have completed. We have started with DNS server, then we discussed about then various the www, that about the website how to access, then HTTP, then we have seen about how to transfer the mail from one server to another server using SMTP. Then also we can be able we have seen about the file transfer, how we can be able to access file from one server to another system another system using the FTP protocol. So that's all about that the various modules. Almost we have covered all those things. I think in one module we have left only one topics like MAC protocol. I think module 3 or module 4. I think remaining similarly in module 6 we have missed FTTH. That is two things we have missed. I think remaining we have covered. So now we will see about what are all things you should concentrate for the in terms of exam point of view. Kindly note down, this is only to at least to get the to score minimum pass mark. If you want to score the high the marks, you can maybe concentrate the more. Can you able to see this our that syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the first one, the first module, mostly we will ask, we will give the function. We ask you to match with the respective the layer or network. I think the same type of question we asked in Katon also. We'll give the function, then we may ask you to identify about this is going to the which the layer. Or we will give the scenario, then we may ask to match with the network, whether it is a LAN, MAN, or WAN. So these type of questions you will expect from the module 1. Any doubts? Shall we move to module 2?
Yes.
Module 2, spanning tree. Module 2, spanning tree. If you are concentrating on spanning tree, then the bridges, that the table, updating routing table. So if you are concentrating these two, I think you can be able to answer the questions from module. So module 3, ARQ protocols, HDLC framing. The module 3, ARQ protocols, how that the various protocols work. That framing, ARQ protocol framing, then HDLC. If you are concentrating these two, I think you can be able to answer in the module. So module 4, Ethernet token bus token ring. In a token ring, we may ask to find efficiency. We will give a different scenario. The same type of thing. You should use those formulas already uploaded in the beta. You can use those formulas. Then you should find the efficiency of the token ring. This is the questions you will get from module 4. Module 5, subnetting IPv4, then distance vector and the link state routing. That is using two algorithms. Finding the routing table, shortest path, that is path, using either distance vector protocol or link state protocols. Then subnetting IPv4. Typing you can skip IPv6 also. So if you're concentrating IPv4, then distance vector and the link state routing protocol, you can be able to answer for a module 5. Module 6, mostly you will get from the TCP. I think already I have shown that using three-way handshaking, how you can be able to establish connection. Using three-way handshaking, how you can be able to terminate the connections. How data is transmitting. then you know how the respective the length will vary. How will you choose the respective window size? That is a minimum of either R window or C window, receiving window or congestion window. So based on this, you should choose that the window size. Window size. So you'll then maybe in the UDP only that from the header point of view, you will give that hexadecimal the value. Then you have to identify the source port number, destination port number. That means convert from that into respective decimal value. Then write what is source port number, then what is destination port number, what is header length. You can be able to find a few example problems in the internet. That header format of UDP and TCP, you can be able to find the few example problems in the internet. You can go through. It is the very the straightforward problem. So this congestion control QoS parameter, I think you can skip. So you'll get only question from this UDP and TCP. Module 7, DNS, SMTP, HTTP, and World Wide Web. HTTP, we will ask. So we will give some scenarios. How many, suppose we'll give, for example, to access, we'll give maybe 2 servers or 3 servers. So in a browser, we will ask how many requests is required. Suppose if it is, I want to access 3 web page, we need 3 requests and 3 response. If suppose if you want to access 2, if you want to send 2 response, then we need 2 requests and 2 response. So these type of things we may ask from the HTTP and as well as WWW. Then SMTP, we will give the scenarios. Suppose, for example, if both sending as well as destination address, if it is the same server, how will we proceed? If it is different server, how will we proceed? I think the same type of diagram already it is there in the PPT. You can refer it. You will get the questions from that. Then in the DNS, like we'll use some the few website, we may ask to find whether it is an which type of domain, general or generic, that is, or it is a country specific or general or inbox. Or we may give some the website address, then we may ask to find whether it is an fully qualified domain name or partially qualified. So these type of things you may get. You kindly prepare well for the facts, because out of 7 you are going to only answer for 6. But as per my opinion, if you are concentrating more on the module 7 or module 6, it is very easy. You can be able to get the good marks also in the fact. Anything you want to discuss? Any other thing you want to discuss? Any queries? So for today afternoon, the lab batch, you kindly join by 1:45. So the exam will start by 1:50. So before 3:30, you should complete the task. Then you should upload in the VTOP. So I will create one more channel also in our lab MS team. So in the regular things, you can join normal general. So if you are getting the output, if you are raising hand, then we will join in another that verification the MS team channel. So in that I will verify, then I will note down. So if you are completing all those things, then you can start to prepare the document. Then you can convert as the PDF, then upload. Only thing handwritten is the essential. It is mandatory. No typing, nothing. Only handwritten. You could write, scan and upload in the VTOP. That is the thing. You kindly join by 1:45 for afternoon lab. Any other things you want to discuss? Similarly, maybe during your that holidays, during this break, if anyone wants to concentrate on your maybe the paper, research paper, it is always helpful. Suppose if you are not doing any summer semester, you will have you will find 1 month the time. So if anyone is willing, so you can approach me through mail or through message. So you can form a team with the 2 members. I think 2 is good. 3 is it is too high for the research paper. You can club with the 2, then you can start to work. So if you're really willing, those batch, so we can continue as up to capstone project. If you're completing, if you're starting on work, if you're submitting the paper, then during that last semester, if you're doing project in-house, I think we can continue as a capstone project. Okay, so thank you. Take care. All the best for your part. Bye.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, for lab
Yeah.
part, for theory also, you should write by hand or typing is fine.
And.
Okay.
It is few. Theory is not it is very simple. It is like example spanning tree. Just like write only the spanning tree algorithm steps, 3-4 steps.
Okay. So
Okay.
what about tabulation? That's written hand.
Yeah, all are hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So for internship, those who have not given the internship review this time, even next time they can do online courses and give the review, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Sir,
thank you. Take care. Bye. Yeah. Any doubt?
Sir,
Yeah.
I mailed you about my lab task problem, sir. I haven't uploaded some 2 tasks.
Send the mail.
I already sent you the mail, sir.
But not for all. I think yesterday I awarded. I think completed 3 tasks for 2 batch. So I have seen that I think 2 to 3 people there is even send the task through mail also.
Sir, I sent you the mail at the like 1 week before only I sent you, sir.
No, task 3 or which task?
Task 6 and task 2, sir.
Which task?
Task 2 voice deck and task 6 and task 6, sir.
Okay. So task to whether I put 0 or what is the mark you got? Yesterday actually completed the task 2, task 3, all these things.
No, in VTUP there are no marks awarded to me, sir.
No, yesterday I awarded. Yesterday completed 3 tasks. If you are sending mail, definitely I awarded mark. If you are uploading, it is different mark. If I received through mail, so reduced a few marks, then I awarded the marks. I think you are sent the task 2 and task 6 both combined in a single mail.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I have seen that. You
Okay.
can check first 3 tasks. I awarded the mark. You can check in our the Vita.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll check.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care. Bye. All the best.
So one more doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I was practicing the last lab task question that you gave for other batch of the IP address question.
Okay.
There you gave the internet service provider gave 2 IP addresses, 198.98.98.0 and other was 200 point something.
Okay.
So it was class C. So first 3 bytes would be network ID and the last byte would be there, right, sir?
Yeah.
Should we assign subnet in that too separately
No.
or?
No, from the IP address, given IP address itself, you should identify whether it is with the subnet or without subnet.
Okay. Sir, for this,
From the IP address itself, you should identify whether given condition is a with the subnet or without subnet.
yeah, in this case, sir, it's 198, so it's class C, so it's so there are 4 LANs, so it should be with subnet, right, sir? I have a doubt. That's why I'm asking.
How with the subnet?
So with
Class C,
subnet,
how you can assign the class C with the subnet, because class C first 3 field is network, last
yeah.
field is subnet plus host. But in the NetSIM, we cannot able to divide that as 2.
Yeah, I was getting error in that. That's why I'm asking.
That's why from the question itself, you should identify whether it is with the subnet or without subnet.
Okay, sir. Here we should just take different network IDs.
Already
for
told.
every line.
Already told you, no? Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye. We will maybe see you in the forthcoming semesters.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pa. Take care. Bye. All the best for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.